In 8 or 13% of women will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer in their lifetime. We're continuing to highlight Arkansans who have fought and beaten breast cancer. And joining us this morning is Joan Hall. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So first of all, explain to me about how you found out that you had breast cancer.
Well, I was really very lucky. It was in late 2013. I went just for a regular mammogram, and they didn't discover anything at that point, but they said, well, we see a little thing, let's watch it. And I think they had me come back in 3 months.
Okay.
And I was there exactly 3 months. I had my appointment, and that time I went in and they said, well, we're a little concerned about this, let's do a biopsy.
Okay, and then what was your diagnosis and treatment from there?
They did the biopsy, and I remember I was sitting right here at my desk on January 7th, and they called me and they said, well, you have breast cancer, and they had an appointment already for me on Friday with a breast surgeon. I was very, very, very fortunate because it was very small and very early, which is why mammograms are so important. And I did have a double mastectomy and reconstruction. I was very fortunate. I did not need any chemo or any radiation.
Oh, wow.
I did have 4 surgeries in a year, but I still consider myself really, really lucky.
So this was not your first mammogram, I'm assuming, right?
No, it was not.
Okay. So were you afraid to go get that mammogram? Like, because you've gotten them in the past, so were you worried about it? Or?
No, not at all. It was just like, okay, you know,
just going to
your annual, I'm going to get another one. And then when they said, let's just watch it, come back, you know, I got that appointment scheduled right away and was like, well, let's go back and see what it is. And I have no history of breast cancer.
In your family?
I've never had anything odd in my mammogram, so
it could happen to anybody.
It could happen to anybody.
So what advice would you have for any women out there who are maybe afraid to go get their mammogram?
It's better to know. It's better to catch it early than wait until it's too late because you don't know what's growing. So you know, based on my situation, get your mammograms. Just very, very important that you do because it really could save your life.
And how old were you around at that time?
I was 55, 56.
Okay. So what was your situation now? Are you cancer-free now?
I am cancer-free. I've been cancer-free since 2014.
Love hearing that.
Coming up on 8 years. And, you know, you still get your, it was every 6 months for a while, checkups with an oncologist, and now it's once a year.
Once a year, okay.
So, yeah, and I had, because it was so small and so early, I had a really, really low chance of recurrence. I think they said it was less than 2.5%, but there's still a pill that I take, and it used to be for 5 years, and now they say research shows 7 to 10. So,
so you'll
I should be winding down on that, but that would cut my 2.5% to half of that.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your story, and it just shows the importance of getting those mammograms.
Absolutely. Get a mammogram.
Yes, that is important.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.